one of just my regular days. So one of my days where I'm not competing, I'm not, you know, prepping for show day, and just my average freaking typical day. So in the morning is kind of when I drop my son off at school at 9. Before that, I make my breakfast. But my son doesn't have school today. It's like a teacher day today, which is completely fine. So my son's gonna be with me the whole day, completely cool. My daughter's with her dad. That's more of that personal insight. We're gonna go to the vitamin discount store because I need to get some supplements, which I'll share what I'm gonna get and why. Go to, I have my massage or my treatment, fascial manipulation at 10 with Corey. I see him 3 times a week for 1 hour, and we work usually on lats, back, or glutes. Again, if you have restriction in your glutes or restriction anywhere, it's going to be harder to allow that area to grow. You know, you're going to be restricting that blood flow and stuff. So I want no restrictions at all. I want optimal growth in my areas that I'm definitely trying to improve. I'm going to stay there at strength and train around 11. Today we're doing glutes, you know, I'm just doing glute pumps right now, glute fullness, and I'll take you on that as well. After my training at 12:30, just for 30 minutes, I'm going to be working on my back pose with Dee. I was working with Stacy, and Stacy is amazing, but Dee just happens to be already in that gym, so there's no like traveling issues, and then our schedules were more compatible that way. And honestly too, I just want that second look, because we can be very biased of ourselves. So I just want to have that second look, and a little bit critiques here and there won't hurt. I have a client at 1:30. So usually I don't see my clients or start working until afternoon. The reason being is I work with juveniles, you know, I work with kiddos right now on probation, and do one-on-one sessions with them. And sometimes they don't get out of school until 2 or 3. Some of them don't even go to school, and, you know, I'll work around their schedule. And I see clients sometimes on Saturdays and Sundays as well. But for today being Monday, I don't have clients until 1:30. So my first client's at 1:30, my next one's at 2:30, 3:30, and then I might have one at 5. Yes, at 5. And then after that, my son has jiu-jitsu. He has jiu-jitsu Monday through Friday from 6 to 7. Being routine, being consistent. We don't skip beats here, you know. Even though he has no school, we still have to stay true to our other obligations. My hydrogen, water, because it's always important to have a cup of water first thing in the morning. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Sometimes I forget I'm human, you know. I don't always do like that immediately. But I try, you know, and that's the best we can do. We can just try to be better than yesterday and move on. I have 75 grams of oats. We've increased my oats so much. I personally like 50, but we're trying to reach more fullness here. But it is what it is. I'm looking fuller. I guess the look is always going to be more important for sure. I added my cinnamon, and then I'm going to add some water. I just add what looks good. Put a plate over it to cover it, and then time to make my egg whites. Right now I'm having my oats, 75 grams, 50 grams of blueberries, 114 grams of egg whites, and then drinking my hydrogen water. My kiddo is eating, he has 3 bagels. Don't tell them what you're eating. Okay. He doesn't want me to tell you guys what he's eating. Completely fine. I'm big on protecting children's privacy. That's why mainly I don't post him all over my social media. And he doesn't want to be on it too, so why would I expose him to something he doesn't want? I'm not going to post all of your stuff out there, and I like that he wants his privacy, you know. You can't ever take it back. Food is completely made. Here I have 100 grams of 96% beef, and then 110 grams of potatoes. This meal is 2 Ezekiel breads, 100 grams of beef, and then my pre-workout is a banana, peanut butter, and I totally forgot I have to get a rice cake. Just 1 rice cake. That's awesome. You want to come with me to get my rice cake? We're in this together today. Oh, and something that this is just one rice cake. It's perfect. Something that I forgot to mention is Stan is not here this morning. He is getting some blood work done. If he was here this morning, most likely I can probably do this vlog, but it would be very hectic. He gets all of his meals ready for the whole day. He's out and about his whole entire day, so he gets all of his meals prepared. I only get my first 3 meals, which you just saw, and then my pre-workout prepared, and my post-workout. Where's my brain? So I need to go and do my protein shake right now. So I don't make it, but I just put protein powder in like one of these. If he was here, it would be a lot more hectic. It would be chaotic because, you know, he's cooking so many meals, like I think 8 meals, you know, using everything. I get to work from home, so it's a blessing for me to, once I come home, that's when I will make my rice. And then in between clients are basically when I am, you know, making my rice, eating my food, doing what I need to do. Today, the posing, I'm trying to do at least an hour a day of posing, but today I actually have it scheduled with D at 12:30. So I'm gonna do my 30 minutes of posing with her today. And today we're just focusing specifically on the walking to the back, because that was a big critique from one of the judges. So I'm like, absolutely, I can enhance and improve that for sure. Like if my son were to go to school today, then those 15 minutes, like school is 5 minutes away, is when I'd pick him up and take him home. He does the after school program. Just because with some of these clients, I never really know if they're going to, sometimes they cancel, sometimes they reschedule, sometimes they need longer amounts of time. I really try to work the best I can with these people. And that's why he's in the after school program, in case I need to stay longer or, you know, things happen. And right now, just so you guys know, I wake up pretty early, around 6:30, 30 minutes to kind of just get out of bed, brush my teeth, change, you know, those minor things. And then I'll come downstairs at 7. I'll get my breakfast ready, mainly everything ready. Yeah, busy day today, so I'll keep y'all posted. I love this little, I got an osmosis, I think that it's what it's called, for vlogging. I love it. It is so useful. I'll honestly take it anywhere with me. The one thing I don't like about this nutrition store, it's right in the parking lot of like a big commercial gym. So there's never really any parking here, especially since it's a smaller area. Right, so I got the Nova Neuro Pump Stim free for a massive pump. Let me see what you got. I want to show what you got. And then I got the Fit Butter Fruity Pebbles. This is mainly for Easton, for him to try it. I don't know if he's gonna like it, to be honest.
And we also have the receipt just in case.
And we have the receipt just in case. We're doing some glutes because y'all know I need that fullness. So we are working on glutes today. Easton's up in the front. He's doing some homework on my laptop though, but you know, as long as he's learning, that's the important thing. And then while I'm getting my treatment, about 30 minutes in, I'm gonna start eating my rice cake. I brought it in. And I'm actually gonna film my workout with this new Osmo tool. This can film vertical and horizontal. Because about each workout that each exercise that I implement, I at least do 3 to 4, depending on what it is. And this time I'm gonna be moving a lot faster with 30-second rest in between each of my sets. So this is gonna be perfect to film both ways and see how it captures it. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the reel from it, just a tiny reel. And then I'll be using the vertical horizontal for YouTube. So you guys can kind of see my workout. I probably won't talk as much into it because I'm gonna be completely focused. Okay. So now it is time to eat my banana and then my 8 grams of peanut butter. About to get my workout started. My kiddo is now watching TV. He did all of his homework that he needed to do earlier. I got my pre-workout and my pump in here.
workout. Today was just a glute pump, so within each workout I kept it a 30-second rest period, and then on to the next set, and then even switching machines, 30-second rest. So I set up pretty quickly, went through that pretty fast. Everything filmed was on this Osmo, so we'll see how that turns out. It did make it a lot easier to do both vertical and horizontal and to get through my workout super fast. However, now I need to do some cardio. When I train legs, I don't do cardios in the morning. I like to save all of my energy for my session. Decline at 11, MPH is 2.2, slow and steady wins the race, right? So not going too aggressively, and only 25 minutes, so not too bad.
You might not have to cross as much, because we're here, right? Yeah. So back, arch that back. Right, not, you don't have to go, I'm exaggerating.
Right.
Right, so just stay tighter underneath your feet. There you go. There you go, pick your feet up, pick them up. There we go, posing practice.
Feels good, I love it. I'm up for this. I need to see, so on my way home and while I'm going home is when I am eating. I warmed up my food at the microwave. Thankfully, they have a microwave at that gym. I had a phone client earlier, so I have my next client, which is through Zoom at 3:30. So all of my sessions are obviously in a confidential area. After my next client is when I'm gonna eat my third big meal. Sessions are like 45 minutes. If they need more time, I'll always give them more time though, because I'm here for them. And then after that session, I'm gonna eat my next meal, which is my Ezekiel bread that I brought earlier. Today I have 4 sessions. Oh, and then I have take my son to jiu-jitsu today. Happens in the session, stays in the session. So of course I'm not gonna post anything from there. But I will say that I love my job, and it has definitely given me a purpose to help others and change that mindset. You know, that's basically what I do with these kiddos, is I help them whatever coping skill they had on reasons why they would use substances. I try to give them new coping skills to use, and I also practice them myself. And like I mentioned earlier, if Easton was in school today, they didn't have school today, but if he was in school, he would be doing the after school program, and I can pick him up until 6. Okay, as my food is cooking, I have my Ezekiel bread in the toaster, and my, sorry, I'm doing math, and my meat is cooking on the stove. I am measuring out my rice. I am doing 120 grams, 40 grams for me for my next meal, 40 grams for the meal after that, and then 40 grams for Easton, because he's gonna have chicken and rice with some veggies today. I make my rice usually while my third meal is cooking, so. And if I don't add something to these meals, they're very like dry, so I personally like to add some sauce to them. Right now, sauce is the sweet chili. I go through different phases, for sure. Time for meal number 3. I got mics because I noticed earlier that my mic sounded horrible on this, especially when I was making my breakfast in the kitchen and stuff. So I did get some mics, and it's wireless and it's so tiny. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be perfect. I'm also gonna want to vlog me doing my workouts with my girl Lucia. We train hard, y'all. Like, she's a wellness competitor, and I always say, like, surround yourself with people who you aspire, who you look up to, because if not, you might not improve in life. Like, our environment plays a crucial role on who we are and who we become. That's why I choose to go to these bodybuilding gyms, because I love being around people who motivate me and inspire me on the daily. Being around Lucia, she's a wellness girl, so I know she knows how to hit her glutes, and she hits them hard, and we definitely have great energy training with each other, constantly learning from one another. Huge shout out to her. She's just an amazing woman, also a mother, you know, very independent. Love her. I'd be doing mic'd up workout sessions. I think they're gonna be so informative, and I was talking to her about this last session because we have different body types. You know, she's a little bit shorter than me. She has obviously bigger glutes, great frame. But when we train, you know, sometimes doing hip thrusts, the way she positions her feet are going to be different than how I position mine sometimes, and feeling tension. So we learn a lot about our bodies and each other's essentially, and it would just be really informative, because when we're doing, let's say, an abductor machine, I'm doing it one way that feels good for me, and she might be doing it a completely different way that feels good for her. However, we're both targeting the same thing. And that's natural, that's normal. Every person has a different body type, different body shape, a different thing that works for them. There's not one right way to utilize a machine. And that's what I want to show with my workouts with her. So we're going to do them mic'd up, most likely when she is traveling a lot this month. So we'll see. Able to, sorry for the noise, y'all. Stan's home. He likes to play Call of Duty to like wind down, and that's what that boom 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 is. I like to play too, just right now I don't have time because we have to leave in about 10 minutes to go to jiu-jitsu. The jiu-jitsu place is like 5 minutes down the road, so it's super easy to go to. But I'm measuring out my rice. My first meal is gonna have 107 grams of rice, and then Easton's gonna have 107 grams of rice. It's a little too much. Perfect. Didn't share what I made him for lunch, but for lunch he had a PB&J with some yogurt and blueberries. Alright, and then he eats snacks here and there, 107 grams for Easton. And then this is going to be my next meal, not the meal I'm eating now, but the meal after, shrimp. So this is going to be my meal with shrimp. This is going to be Easton's meal with chicken. And this is my current meal right now, which is rice, 100 grams of beef, and some sauce and salt. Usually I will eat this at the jiu-jitsu place because I feel like I had my last meal like an hour and a half ago, so just I'll take it with me and eat it there. So I eat it on that 2-hour mark. I eat my meal, so that is out of the way, and then I have my next meal once I get home. Stan took out my shrimp for me, so it's defrosting, 115 grams. I just dropped off Easton. Stan is at the house. Really, I already made his rice, and then his chicken is in the fridge. So Stan's gonna go ahead and like cook it up for him, and then he's gonna, you know, do his nighttime routine. My friend Lucia, she's out of town, so she needs me to go to her house to get a package for her. I have my rice in here from earlier, and then I have my shrimp defrosting. I keep it in the freezer, and then I take out 115 grams of it and then defrost it. Once it's defrosted, I leave it in water to defrost it so it kind of defrosts faster. And then I will cook it on my stovetop, and that will be like my last dense meal. And then I have a late night snack that I call it, and it's just one rice cake with 8 grams of peanut butter. So I'll eat this meal at 8, and then I'll eat my light snack around 9, and then go to bed around 9:30, 10. And the last thing that I do, and trust me, this is a lifesaver on prep or just in general if you want to sleep, is, let me come over here. I have like a whole bunch of these different kinds of sleepy time teas. Okay, I have a whole bunch of these sleepy time teas. This one is one of my favorites, the peach. I like the immunity support one and stuff, but they have these sleepy time teas that are just really helpful. Honestly, it might be like, what is it? Not a Suedo. So it might be a placebo to help me fall asleep, but I'll take it because it really helps me fall asleep, these tea things. And it tastes really good. So to me, it's like an added hydration in my system, because I drink a lot of water, and sometimes water gets boring. That's why I use the different Mios or the water enhancements to add just flavor, you know. But I'll add 1 true. I do 2 for my oats, and then 1 or 2 for my tea. I'm only doing 1 today. During peak week, I don't do any Truvia, don't do any gummies, take out any type of sugars or anything like that, just to make sure that my tummy stays flat, and there's no reason why it should be bloated or anything. Hope this mic helped, because I just got it, and yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this. You know, this is my first vlog of my day-to-day without anything like extremely something going on, like show, traveling. So, and I hope to do one of these again next week, because next week is peak week, baby. For show number 2 for Fit Model Legends Muscle Contest here in Las Vegas. I cannot wait
to show my improvements, especially on that back walk. We practiced a lot of it today. I feel 100% more comfortable, but still need to practice every day because there's always something we can improve on for sure. Definitely not overthinking it, because that is something I was doing in my first show, overthinking a lot of things, especially since we didn't know what was gonna happen. But I'm now gonna go relax, spend time with my boyfriend, because I'm also, you know, a girlfriend, and spend some time with him. We're watching a new show now, and tomorrow is basically the same routine, except the only difference is I'm gonna be dropping Easton off at school, so he's gonna be doing a full day of school, but still training in the morning, doing my gym thing, doing an hour of posing in the morning, seeing clients afterwards, picking up Easton, going to jiu-jitsu, doing the nighttime routine, and yeah, this is the life. I hope y'all enjoyed. And give me some feedback, questions you may have, my day-to-day. I was happy to share and bring you guys along. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because that gives me more of an insight on what I should do next. And if you guys really like this day-to-day, then I can definitely try doing more of these as well. But have a blessed month, everyone. We're still in the beginning of February, never too late to start your goals, whatever they may be. So get at it. See you on the next one.